Hi guys, thanks for joining me here today. My name is Angela and welcome to Time Out with Angela. So today we're in the kitchen and I am going to be making a bit of lunch. I've got a friend coming over. It's a beautiful day, so I thought I would just do some chicken and a bit of salad and we could sit out in the garden and enjoy it. So I thought I would just show you what I do, how I'm going to make this dish, and then we can also have a little bit of a chat about the type of foods that has really helped me on my weight loss journey. So let's get going. So I'm going to make, there are different names for this recipe, and I don't know what I'm going to call this. Probably just stuffed chicken breast. Yeah, something like that. But there are proper names for it. So let's get going. I've got my gloves on because I do like to use gloves when I'm touching food like meat or chicken, anything like that. You obviously don't have to, but it's just something that I like to do. So I've got my 2 chicken breasts here, and just 2 regular thick chicken breasts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little pocket. So I'm going to find the thickest part of this chicken breast, and I'm just going to make a slit in it, like so. So I'll just show you close up. So that was my chicken breast, and I've not started at the end. I've sort of started a couple of inches in, and I've just created a pocket like so. And I'm not taking it to the end either. So it's about you aiming for kind of like the middle. So I've just stuffed that. Stuffed it. I've just created a little pocket, and I'm going to do the same with the other breast. And I'll bring this and show you a bit closer. So we're not going right at the top, and we're not going at the end. We're aiming kind of like for the middle, and we're just going to poke the knife in, and we're going to just create a little pocket like so. And there we go, nice little pocket. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is, because these chicken breasts are quite thick, I'm going to just thin them down just a little bit. So I've got my greaseproof paper here. Just chuck those in the sink. And I'm going to fold them over like so. And I've got my rolling pin. And I'm just going to give it a bit of a bash. I'm going to lift this up. If you've got a flat surface, do that, but I'm doing this on the cooker. So I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to bash it just really lightly. And what that's going to do is just going to thin down that chicken breast just a little bit. So not too much. There we go. That'll be absolutely fine. So you can see it's just a little bit thinner. Not much, but just a little bit. Because what we want is the chicken to be nice and juicy and tender as well. And we don't want it to take ages to cook either. So now that that's done, I'm going to take off these gloves because I'm going to show you my next step. So what I've got is some cream cheese. So I'm just using this one. This is the Philadelphia Lightest. But if you go for the light or the regular one, that is absolutely fine. You could use something like creme fraiche or mixed up with a bit of yogurt. You could even mix this with a little bit of yogurt. Say the Greek fat yogurt, 0% fat. You could even use things like maybe a baby bell sliced up, putting it inside, or some regular cheese sliced and put inside. Or even something like a cheese triangle will work really nicely. But for the purposes, if you're using something hard like a baby bell or cheese, you could just stuff that pocket straight away. But because I'm using the cream cheese, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I've taken like a 1.5 tablespoons of cream cheese. That will be enough for 2. But obviously if you're using more chicken breast, then use a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to season it up. So I'm just going to use just a pinch of black pepper in this. because we want this to have a lovely, lovely, nice flavour. I'm also going to put a pinch of black pepper on the chicken breast as well. Nice little pinch, because we want the flavour not just to be in the cream cheese, but we also want it to be on the chicken as well. And we're going to do the same with some salt. Nice pinch of salt on that chicken and also in the cream cheese. Then I'm going to add a little bit of chili flakes. Now obviously this is optional. If you're serving it to children or people who don't like strong flavours or hot flavours, obviously you leave it out. But I'm not going to put this on the chicken breast. I'm going to just put a pinch of this in that cream cheese. And then I'm going to use some paprika. This is smoked paprika. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this on my chicken breast. And also about a quarter of a teaspoon into my cream cheese. And then I'm going to add some mixed herbs into my cream cheese as well. And this is going to give it a really, really herby, lovely herby flavour. And we're just going to mix all of that together like so. So look at all that colour. I just think paprika is so good for adding colour to your food. So give it all a nice mix. I'm going to get another spoon just to get it off this main spoon, like so. We want all that cream cheese. Oh, bingo. We want all that cream cheese in here, like so. Let's give this all a bit of a stir. Now, I love this dish because, one, you know, for those of you who have followed me on my channel and on my weight loss journey, you'll know that I've lost 6.5 stone to date in weight. And one of the key things that has helped me is eating lots of protein in my food, lots and lots of protein. And chicken is a great source of protein, including chicken breast. And I'm going to rub this in whilst we're talking. So I've put all the seasoning on the top and I'm just going to rub it in. Okay, just pat that in, rub it in. So yeah, so things like chicken breast, fish, beans and lentils, all those foods that are high in protein has really helped me on my journey, because protein, it's known to keep you fuller for longer. So if you include protein in your meals, then you find that you're not as hungry after. If ever you, and I know this is true for me, if ever I've had a meal and I've not had good quality protein or enough protein, sure bet I'm going to be hungry afterwards. Really am going to be hungry, and then that can lead me to snack and to snacking. And when I'm snacking, that will often be quite high in calories, in points. I'm following the WW plan. It'll also be high in fats, saturated fats, which is not good for the body. It has all sorts of effects and impact on our bodies, all that saturated fat. It's not good. So I mean, that's not to say we can't have some. So a little bit every now and again is absolutely fine, but what we should be aiming for is to ensuring that our meals satisfy us, and having those snacks really are just a treat. So things like protein and chicken, brilliant, absolutely brilliant for that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my cream cheese. In fact, I'm going to put my other glove on. I've got another box of gloves. I've got a box of gloves here, so I've got plenty. So I'm just going to put the other hand on. So I'm just going to put the other hand on, like so. And now what we're going to do, we're going to stuff this chicken, if I can get my gloves on. Okay, so we're going to just take that spoon, and yeah, I find it a little bit easier working with a teaspoon because then I can really get inside that pocket. And I'm just going to get that cream cheese in there, like so. Good dollop in that pocket. And this is, it's going to be a bit like a Kiev. I suppose it's been inspired by that Kiev, that chicken Kiev. So, you know, with the Kiev, you've got all that butter on top of the chicken, so that when you do bite into it or cut into it, all of that lovely buttery sauce oozes out. Well, this is kind of like a take on this, and it's so popular. You know, you can, if you go out for lunch or dinner into most restaurants, or if you go to a pub restaurant, you'll often find a take of this dish in there. So this is just about right. All look really lovely, all going straight in. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap this now. So, you know, you can wrap this with all sorts of things, with ham, with prosciutto, but I'm using some bacon today. Sometimes when I do it, I'll wrap it with streaky bacon because I love when the fatty, because you know, sometimes people are so afraid of using fat in the meat, and I'm like, no, that's not me, because the fat is where the flavour is. It really is. So I'm not afraid to eat fat on bacon or in meat, but when I want to reduce the fat content, I will reduce things like saturated fats or added fats or fats in snacks, things like that. But fat on meat, no, that is just me, guys. I love to use that because it keeps the flavour in. So I'm just getting one strip of bacon. I'm going to lay that flat and put my chicken on top, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to, so let me just bring this a bit closer so you can see. So my chicken breast is laid in the middle of that bacon strip, and I'm just going to gently wrap that bacon over like so. And I'm going to do again with a second strip of bacon, and I'm going to pick up my chicken breast, lay that bacon down. Let me bring this back so you can see that. I'm going to put the thickest part of the bacon over the pocket, because you can see it's oozing out, so I want the thickest part over that area. And this has just come off, but that's absolutely fine. And again, we're just going to wrap that really nicely, and there we go. And what this bacon then does, the bacon is going to cook down. The fat from that bacon is going to ooze over that chicken, and then you've got the cream cheese inside is going to be oozing and melting, and you've got a really lovely tasty chicken breast. So there we go, that is one chicken breast completely wrapped, and I'm popping it on my baking tray, and I've covered it with some foil. I like to do that because it just preserves my pans and make my pans last longer. Plus the cleanup is so much easier. So second strip of bacon, I'm going to pop this down, pick up my chicken breast. Now this is a big chicken breast, so I need to make sure that the fattest part of the bacon is going to definitely cover the pocket on that chicken breast, because we don't want all of that lovely cream cheese just to ooze out and go nowhere. So I need to make sure that it's gonna cover it. So let me just bring this a bit closer. You can see there that the thickest part of that bacon has covered most of the pocket. So with this second piece, I'm now just gonna and make sure that it's all covered. So there we go. And there we go. It's all covered, nicely covered. So the end is out, the top is out, and the underside is completely covered. Now, if you've got a third strip of bacon, you can easily wrap the whole thing in bacon if you want to. Entirely up to you. But for now, I'm going to leave it like that. So there is my 2 chicken breasts that are beautifully wrapped. And now I'm just going to pop them in the oven. So I'm just going to remove my gloves. And then we're going to pop them in the oven. I'm going to pop them in the oven for it'll be 200 if it's electric, about 180 fan, and gas mark 5 or 6 if you're cooking with gas. So I'm cooking on a fan oven, so mine is on 180, and I'm going to pop them in for about 25 minutes until it's beautifully cooked and golden and crispy. Now this will work beautifully as well if you've got an air fryer. If you want to put them in the air fryer, that will work really, really well too. So I'm just going to discard of this paper. I'm going to have a little clean up, and then we'll be back for a chat. Okay guys, so the chicken is cooking away really nicely in the oven. So now we're going to make a little salad, and it's honestly, it's nothing fancy. It's just going to be really quick, really simple. So I've just got a regular bowl here, and what I have is a bag of salad. This is a beetroot salad from Tesco's. It's already washed and it's just ready to use. So on a beautiful hot day like this, I do like to have lots of salads to make them a little bit more interesting rather than just a few leaves. And it's a beautiful accompaniment to my chicken as well. So I'm just going to put about half the bag in there. This is going to serve 2 of us, but I know that it's there if I need to top it up, so it's fine. And then I've got some olives. Now I love olives, and I like the black olives. They've got a softer, smoother flavour than green olives, and I do like green olives too. But I do find that green olives can be a little bit acidic. So, yeah, I really like the black ones. So I'm just going to sprinkle a few of those in, like so. And then I like to add fruit to my salads. Sometimes I'll chop up an apple or a pear. Those are really nice, just adds a little bit of extra sweetness and texture to it. But today I've got some grapes, so a handful of grapes. And that's just going to go all in. And then I've got some cucumber. You know me, I love cucumber. Absolutely love cucumbers. I think they're so underrated, but they're so good. Even like in this hot weather, just popping some in some water, you know, with some ice is going to make a really nice, refreshing drink. So I'm just chopping these roughly, nothing fancy. They're cucumbers, they don't need anything fancy, they just do the job. So I'm just slicing them up into quarters, and they're going to go straight in. So guys, what do you like on your salads? Pop it in the chat box below and let me know. How do you like your salads? Is there anything that you like to put in? Sometimes I do. Now, I'm not a big fan of pasta, but sometimes I do like just to cook up a little bit of pasta and stir that in. And I like things like sometimes a little bit of broccoli is nice because it adds that colour. I love spinach leaves as well. All of that is really, really good. And I love croutons as well. And I've got some croutons. And I'm just going to put a few in. I just love the crunch, because I like salads with texture. And these croutons are going to give it a great crunch. Now, sometimes if I don't have croutons, and I've got things like a crisp bread, you know, just breaking that up and pop it in is nice. or even breadsticks as well is great. So let's just pop a few in. Literally just pop. I mean, there's what, 7 or 8 in there. And there we go. And I'm just going to give this a little bit of flavour boosters. So I'm going to again put a little bit of herbs in, probably about 1/4 teaspoon. It's going to go in there like so. And a little bit of salt and pepper, just a little pinch, nothing too much, and a little bit of salt going in there. And then I'm going to add a squeeze of lemon juice, just all over like that, just a little drop. And then I'm going to give this all a good mix. So, get a fork and a spoon, or 2 spoons, and just mix that all together. And there we go. And that is how simple and easy this salad is. Perfect on this hot summer's day. So guys, here is our salad. Really quick, really easy, and really simple. So next, I'm going to set up some crudités, a little bit of a starter. And I picked up this today in Tesco's, and it's a Moroccan inspired hummus, and I love hummus. So I just thought, you know, this might be nice just before we tuck into lunch, you know. And I've also got some carrot battens as well. So yeah, so I'm just going to set this out. Well, this is already in its bowl, so I don't need a separate bowl for it. So I'm just going to pop it on my plate like so, and I'm just going to get a few carrot battens and pop on my plate like so. So, you know, it's just a nice way just to get started on lunch. So yeah guys, this is how I eat, and this is how I've lost 6.5 stone to date. It's by eating really good quality food, good protein. And when I say good quality, it doesn't have to be expensive, because I'm not rich, you know. So, but good quality protein. And sometimes it's better having smaller portions of good quality protein rather than buying cheap protein foods that are not good quality, if you know what I mean. Hope that makes sense. So, and then filling up on these veggies. Now on WW, obviously the veggies are 0, but the hummus is 4 points for 1/4 of the pack. So for 2 of us, we're not going to eat the lot. So I will probably just have 1/4 portion, which would be 4 points. My salad, the olives are pointed, but again, and the fruit is pointed because I'm on the diabetic plan, so fruit is pointed for me, as well as the croutons. But as a portion, when I serve this, and as a portion, it will probably only come to about 2 points for me. So again, really low. And the chicken breast is 0, but with the bacon and with the cream cheese, again, I'm talking probably about 2 points. So the whole of my lunch is going to be really filling, and it's going to be about 6 or 7 points. So having these 3 separate dishes means that I'm going to be full, I'm going to be satisfied, and it's going to help me to keep well within my budget. Because as we know, the way to lose weight is to consume less calories than you burn. And if I'm eating good quality protein based meals that's got lots of veggies, I'm going to be fuller, I'm going to be more satisfied, and that means I'm going to be less likely to snack. And when I'm snacking, it'll be things like the crisps and the chocolates and the sweets, and if I'm having less of those and focusing more on good quality protein based and veggies food, it means that ultimately I'm consuming less calories. And then if I'm working out as well, later I'll be doing a bit of work in the garden. All of that means I'm still burning calories, and that's how weight loss occurs. So I'm ever so hot, guys. Because I'm right next to the oven, and my chicken is cooking. So yeah, you know, it's about keeping it simple. It doesn't have to be rocket science. It doesn't have to be time consuming. It doesn't have to cost a fortune. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's just making things really, really simple, easy and quick. And the easier, I mean, you saw how easy and quick it was to prepare these two, and the easier and quicker it is to prepare dishes, it means I'm more likely to do it, and therefore it's really going to support me on my journey. So I'd love to know, guys, what are your quick and easy dishes that you create that support you on your journey? Do share with us. I would love to know. So I'm going to check on this chicken, and then I will be back. See you in a bit, guys. So guys, lunch is ready. It's all out of the oven. So I just want to show you what it all looks like. So here we are. This is my chicken stuffed with cream cheese and wrapped in bacon. I also have here my quick and easy salad, and then my crudettes or crudités of Moroccan inspired hummus with some batons, carrot batons. So there it is, guys, really, really quick and easy. And then I've also got a couple of glasses of iced cold lemon water just to finish off. So there we go. So I hope you found that of value. So all I would encourage you on your journey is to be food happy. Keep it really simple. Be food happy, and you will get to your goals. Okay, guys. So that's it from me now. I am off outside to eat my lunch with my friend, and I look forward to seeing you back here with me. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and also leave me a comment. But most importantly, if you've not done so already, feel free to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. Also, do let me know anything else you would like me to cook in future, or also any other topics about my weight loss journey or weight loss in general. I would love to help and support you on your journey too. Okay, guys, so I will see you very soon. Take care now. Hi guys, I am so sorry I didn't get a final picture or video shot of my presentation of lunch. I'm really, really sorry. I did show what it all looked like when the chicken was cooked, but I didn't show how I presented it and served it. So by the time my friend came, I'm gonna blame my friend. By the time it was all set out, my friend came, it smelled really good, and they were just ready to dive in, and I was so hungry and I completely forgot. So I do apologise, guys, because you know me, if you've ever seen me and my day job, I love to ensure my food is beautifully presented, but I'll make sure I remember for next time. Okay guys, I look forward to seeing you very soon on another video. Take care.